This program is intended for mature audiences and may contain some material that is not suitable for everyone, including violence, coarse language, and unfiltered opinions. We do not endorse the views of those we report on.
It's a show with people in it. And there's other people here as well.
Hey, there are people.
Wow.
Wait, we're people?
People? What are people?
I mean, unless you identify otherwise, then yeah.
I'm a fruit.
You're a fruit.
I am a meat
person. Does
popsicle.
that count?
I mean, I guess you can still be that and be a people, like, you know. Being a people does not necessarily mean that you're a human. You know?
That's fair. I mean, that's pretty generous considering I'm going to destroy this entire planet with the rest of my race and then just mine it for resources.
You will try. You will try.
You
Goddamn shape-shifting reptilians.
You think a high Mars can stop us?
I think a middle stall can stop you.
Oh no, ain't nothing stopping in the middle stall.
Uh-huh.
I was thinking I could.
That shit'll go all night.
I was thinking I could like distract you with a Snickers bar or something.
Yeah, gotta make sure it has the dick vein in there.
Yeah,
that's the most important element.
Yeah,
it's Snickers bar doesn't have the dick vein, then not interested. Better be a nice heaping, throbbing one too.
Isn't that why cats are afraid of cucumbers because they look like snakes?
Yeah, that might be.
Okay, that just goes to prove that the dick vein's important.
Yeah, the dick vein is always important.
So don't put your dick veins near your cats, folks. A PSA from Underhaven.
Yeah, I normally wouldn't have to feel the need to say that, but people like Onision exist, so I guess I need to say it.
Yeah, well, I would rather his non-existence be a thing, but
I don't know who you're
let's
talking
let
about.
nature take it. Let's let nature take its course on that.
Anyway, let's say hi to all the beautiful people here. We already got some fantastic fucking people showing up. We got Chuck Norris. What's up, Chuck Norris? We got Lucifer. Nice to fucking see you here. We have some of our lovely panelists here in the chat as well. What's up? We got Jilly's mom. We got Adam K. We got fucking Sydney. We have a fan-fucking-tastic amount of people here. We got Honey Badger. We got PT Ham. Damn. Nitsu, nice to fucking see you. Black Matt Jarbo. Yeah, we'll address it at some point during the show.
Yeah, I actually want to see that.
you want to see Black Matt Jarbo?
Well, I'm curious now.
Oh, okay, fair enough. Yeah, well, I'll probably keep you waiting on that one. What's up, Jim Baker? We got fucking Spherical Man here. Spherical Man's the only one who knows the context of that Matt thing. It's amazing. You'll get to see soon. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight. We got some Von Helton shit. He's allegedly heading to court in March. So that'll be interesting to talk about. Lord of Patriarchy has finally fucking bent the knee to me on not just one, but two major fucking subjects. So we'll get into that a bit. We have a fantastic fucking round of Crapshoot that we'll use to break up all the bullshit. And yeah, the Black Matt thing will be addressed at some point. The fucking Black Matt Jarbo thing.
Beyond the mat.
Apparently, Spherical Man liked Asian Matt Jarbo. Maybe we'll talk about Asian Matt at some point too.
Is that a racism?
No, it's not racist.
Okay. I mean, I've said more innocuous things and been called a racist, so
that's fair enough.
I have to call these things out and figure out where I'm going in life.
Did you hear Lizard says that Mexican food's his favorite? What a damn racist that guy is.
Yeah. I like burritos.
Oh,
That's a
man.
racism.
Yeah,
Why?
you didn't invent the
Why?
burrito. You can't eat it. All right. Well, let's continue on. Let's continue on the show. Because this is actually the first thing I want to talk about is something that fucking Hyun brought to my attention. I didn't actually even know about this, but there's another update. The whole Von Helton thing I brought up initially here. We should take a look at this shit.
Yeah.
Any context that you want to provide me before we get into this, Hyun?
So apparently, according to the listing on the Kentucky government website, the case might not be on March 7th, but I haven't really been able to check because I don't really feel like digging through files and so on and so forth. So yeah, this might be a little later than March 7th. We'll see.
Perhaps someone in the chat will be able to answer. We have some Von Helton experts.
I thumbed through a few of the comments and
you gummed through them.
Yeah. I flapped my gums. Well, at least I got gums, you know.
I see all of the garbage on his floor. Does that mean that the slugs are in peril? Are they hospitalized?
Those were in the previous fucking one.
Yeah,
so
those.
I don't know if there's any slugs in here.
They were in the previous incarnation of the trailer.
Oh, okay. So they haven't moved over quite yet, and property laws. He's a realtor, right? Or some shit.
All right, let's watch this shit, okay?
Opens up the first Thursday.
Also, Hyun, you better learn how to use your goddamn mute button
Of the month, and then I go.
Oh my god!
Present,
come on, weather boy.
Case. First, the first Thursday.
Yeah, come on. Do you have your fucking microphone on while you're getting sucked off while the weather's not being done?
Yeah, don't you have one of those little clicker things? To change the green screen? Doesn't it have a mute button on it?
The old clicking dick.
Whoa.
No, I tap it. Unlike Lizard,
the month,
lays there.
All right, the first Thursday of the month.
I don't lay there.
The 7th.
I go to town.
So 1, 2, 2.5 weeks from now.
2.5 weeks from now. Okay, very good.
So you have to go to court on the 7th of March.
Right, and then I present the case, and then I add anything that needs to be added, and then I guess after that there's deliberation or discovery, and then after that I'm just going to call. I'm going to call for it to be ended right then and there. As soon as we get discovery done, I'm calling it for it to end, because there's no question he walked into a courtroom with fraudulent documents. That's not in question, because that's what he did. And so it should be open and shut as far as I'm concerned. And then plus, like I said, he paid people to go into family court and lie and got my kids taken away, and that's not legal. So I'm asking for everything to be returned and be put back the way it was before the frost intervened, before these trolls intervened. And I'm going to ask that a restraining order be placed on Clay County CPS so that these fucking YouTube trolls can't just start calling them again and bringing.
How many times has he tried to get this type of shit accomplished to no avail?
Countless. Practically countless at this rate.
I've heard him talk about restraining orders so many fucking times it can make my head spin.
This discussion is drier than a woman talking to Lord of Patriarchy.
You'll get to see that later too.
That's pretty goddamn dry.
Yeah, eat your heart out the Sahara Desert.
I'm out to my house again.
Yeah, the driest place on earth. You got some competition for that.
Okay, because it's clear that they weaponized CPS against my family. I don't think there's any question of that.
No, that's just called fucking holding you accountable for being an abusive father. That's all that is.
It wasn't even the fucking trolls. It was the goddamn. It was the school. They're mandatory reporters.
Yeah, and
aren't they?
I know Mango will have an answer to this, but I don't think you can get a restraining order. Restraining order.
Nice job, Brad.
Excuse me, I can't talk right now. Broadcast specialist. Restraining order against like a CPS or like a government agency. I think it would have to be so special of a circumstance. You would have to get it against like a private citizen, and I don't
Yeah.
think I don't think you can do that with mandatory reporters either. But
yeah, this all comes back to that fucking lice shit. It's not because of anything the fucking holes traders and naysayers did. It's not because of anything anyone online did. It always boils down to fucking Vaughn's actions. But yeah, specifically that fucking lice shit.
I thought I was speaking bad, but you definitely just said holes traders and naysayers.
I say that all the time. That's not. That's not.
Okay.
That's not
Okay.
It's a joke.
All right. That makes more sense.
$32 million in back. What's it and shit? What's
Yeah,
it?
He actually has to prove that the property and not the kids, which he listed on the fucking property to be returned, it has to be actually valued that much. It's not.
Dude's a straight up dumbass.
$32 million can buy a lot of banquet meals.
Oh yeah, a lot of freezers, a lot of banquet meals.
Yeah.
A lot of Go-Gurt too.
Vaughn, anything you want to say before the show?
Even worse, there's fucking Shade Ups here. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Let me throw that up real quick about
I
that.
just kind of tune them out at this point.
And so I
did it troll?
That's some great crispy audio right there. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Send you nasty. What happened with that? What, a troll send you a nasty message or something?
No, they were talking about it on Secular Show. Well, I something compelled me to watch, and so then that's when I heard them say what they said, which is obviously a total lie. Now, the trolls were saying that replevin is a temporary thing, and that I was totally wrong in what I was.
Yeah, you gotta take your replevin every day in order for everything to work. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god.
Brought to you by Replevin.
Okay, so here we go. Here's replevin. Also
he's really just gonna go into this, ain't he? Oh my god.
Known as claim and delivery is a legal remedy that allows a person to recover personal property that has been wrongfully or unlawfully taken. It enables.
Is he referring to the fucking children in this case? Why does he keep talking about them like they're fucking property?
Because he thinks they're property.
Yeah, he sees them like fucking trophies. It's the weirdest shit imaginable. Does he think saying shit like that is gonna make it look any better?
The only thing he wants out of his kids is the money that he would get from the government. That's it. He didn't give a fuck about those kids. He just wants the check that the government gave him for I think he had one disabled kid, and then since he's like below the poverty line, whatever, SNAP benefits or anything that he would get.
Yeah, that's probably why it boils down to a lot of the way that people like this look at other individuals. And I even brought this up during our conversation, a conversation I had with a certain someone recently that you'll get to see. But everything's fucking about what benefit can I get out of this relationship? You know what I mean? It's just like everything is this like parasocial fucking bullshit with people like this. And this type of selfishness is just becoming. Maybe it's not that it's more commonplace. Maybe it's just that we see more people like this because of the internet. But it's like definitely a big problem with some people like this.
Well, it's been said a bunch of times before. Anytime you come across a cow, one of the defining traits of a lol cow is they don't have friends. They have a series of transactional relationships.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. It's an ongoing theme. It might be the most fucking common thing that they all have in common.
Yeah.
Some might even argue that's the definition of being one.
No, that's it's the number one defining trait, if not the
defining
definition.
Trait.
Yeah, there you go.
Fair enough.
Both the rightful owner to regain get out of the way. It enables the rightful owner to regain possession of the property.
Bro can't even scroll properly and wants to win in court.
And seek compensation for any resulting losses. So not only do I get my property back, but just like that attorney told me, and the AI attorney both, they said not only would you get your stuff back, but you can also get damages, penalties, court costs, and pain and suffering on top of it.
Yeah, hypothetically, if you have a fucking case, but you don't.
No,
You don't have a
Exactly.
fucking case. Like,
Replevin does not entitle him to emotional distress. It does not.
It's just a side effect.
yeah, the problem is like he's working on all these assumptions of all these
See.
things that he could get if he was actually in the right when he's not. That's the
Yeah.
thing. It's like, yeah, if you were in a situation where you were actually right and had a case, then yeah, you could have get all this fucking bullshit. But you aren't.
It literally says here, if the plaintiff wanted return of his chattel in specie, replevin was a more appropriate remedy than either trespass or trover, in which only damages could be recovered. Restoration of the property is, of course, only provisional pending determination of title.
And he's using replevin
Yes.
as a way to get back his children, and you just use the term chattel, the terms chattel and property.
Yeah.
Yep. Fucking weird
So
shit, man.
that's fucking disgusting because children are people and you should treat them like people, and you should not treat them as chattel.
This exact type of treatment is why you'll never have your fucking kids back.
So
And
here's
goodness for
the,
that.
Here's the funny thing. Replevin does not provide compensation for any monetary loss arising from the loss of use of some income-producing property item. It only involves return of an actual specific item or items, not monetary compensation for loss.
Wow. All right.
Speak with your doctor for more information.
And it says
About
it right here.
replevin.
It says you get compensation for any resulting losses. Okay, so let's say they spent all the $32 million. Too bad, so sad. They still got to give it back. Let's say they blew.
Well, here's the thing. We've been over this so many fucking times, and it gets to me. Vaughn, you do not own any of this property. You don't own any of it. You never owned any of this property.
Yeah.
It was never in your name. Like, there are things that were in your name, but those were never taken away from you. He's talking about like the property of the Frost Zone and all this other shit. That was never in your name. So if it was never in your name, then you're filing a frivolous lawsuit. And if you continue to file frivolous lawsuits, they can just kick you out of court almost indefinitely for filing these frivolous lawsuits, because you're never going to be taken seriously.
Exactly.
And nobody should take this dude seriously, especially when he talks about it online, and whoever, he goes up against, their lawyer can just go up and look up Von Helton.
Easily reference any of this, or the archives that are up of it. You know what I mean?
Exactly. And there's plenty of people that archive this shit. Nats and the Pizza. Subscribe to Nats and the Pizza, by the way. Nats and the Pizza. Go ahead. And if Nats and the Pizza gets, gets a letter saying, hey, we want all of your archived content, Nats and the Pizza is going to be like, all right, it's his words.
Yeah, there's a fuck ton of shit here too.
Yeah.
Like going 4 years back, it seems like up to 4 years back. Like, and that's just from this one particular channel. All the other shit that's out there that you can fucking find of on, absolutely fucking insane.
And this is why archivists are so important on YouTube, is because, this was probably like a 3-4 hour stream or something, probably longer, maybe, I don't know. But it was cut down to just a few minutes, and
something we can digest.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I was just gonna say, it's separating the wheat from the chaff.
Yeah.
Who's the chaff here, I wonder?
Cars and four-wheel vehicles and buildings and stuff. Then they got to give me that. All has to come to me. And that's what replevin is.
Of course, it has to come to you. Of course, it has to come to you.
No, it's not.
It just comes back to his fucking greed. He wants everything. Everything. Every time he ever hears about like some large sum of money that the government's putting towards something, he's like, why doesn't that money go to me? Every time he hears about like a potential way in which he could get some money out of the fucking Frost, he's like, yeah, that should be my money, mine.
And I can be correct. I can be corrected on this, but even if all of these assets were awarded to Vaughn, he still has to pay taxes on those assets.
Yeah.
So, like, dude, where are you going to get the money to pay the taxes on the assets? You can't just rely on that $32 million that you supposedly are going to get.
Even in his made-up fucking fantasy world, he's in the fucking hole. It's
Yeah,
ridiculous.
you got to pay electric. You got to pay all of your utility bills. You got to pay all of the property taxes. You got to pay all of the taxes on your assets. You got to pay all of the taxes on everything that you own. Not only that, you got to pay for maintenance. If you don't know how to do something, you got to pay somebody else to fucking do it. And Lord knows, Vaughn doesn't know how to do a damn thing when it comes to, fixing, putting one board, nailing a board to another board.
Dude, yeah, how the fuck does he think he can win
a
court case? He can't even work a fucking simple ass fucking job.
And we know that because, well, one, he got kicked out of the army because probably the simplest job in the world is joining the military. Then again, I'm not disparaging the military in any way.
I'm sure you're not,
but
yeah, no, I get your point.
They tell you how to walk, when to eat, all that fun stuff. It's a different conversation. But dude has never had an actual job.
Even when he tried to do something from home for himself, like that, I think he had a computer repair fucking thing that he was doing for a while. He was giving people poopy smelling parts and shit like that.
Yeah, because he took the parts, the nasty parts out of his own computer, built a computer for somebody else, and then sent it away. And they were like, "These aren't the parts that I ordered."
Yeah, it smells like Von Helton. What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's disgusting.
It smells like.
What's up, Mr. Knight? Nice to fucking see you here. Nice to fucking see you here.
Hey,
we got Mudbrooker here as well. Nice to fucking see you.
Ooh, nice one. All the properties will be part of the Freedom Religion Compound. No taxes.
No taxes, haters. Wow.
No taxes, haters.
Oh my god.
Hey, that's actually a good point. If he can actually establish like a 501c3.
Oh, don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas.
Do you think this asshole could actually figure that out?
No, still.
He can't even fucking clip his talkie toes, let's be honest.
Yeah.
All about. That's why I used the word
here comes old talkie toes.
And not recovery. Because recovery is different. Recovery is where you just go in and get your shit.
Recovery is where you should end up, Vaughn.
That new Vaughn smell. Oh, that's nasty.
I saw that. Come on.
All right.
Come on.
Since we have like a good chunk of people in here right now, we have 26 of you beautiful people here. Drop a like if you like this shit. Check out these links if you want to support this lovely co-host of mine. And if you guys send in any fucking donation of I think I said $10 or more, yeah, you guys can send in an article or video and we'll take a look at it.
Yeah.
One of us will take a look at it somewhere, So yeah, go check that shit out.
Send it to either those links or to Underhaven, and we'll talk about whatever you want us to talk about.
We'll talk about it, yeah, within a reasonable time frame. Don't send us like a fucking 12-hour video essay, or else I'll be like, we'll watch 2 minutes. Or, yeah, we'll watch a couple minutes, but that's about it.
Don't waste your money
when it's a recovery. But we can't do a recovery because they've already spent a lot of the money. They've already bought, single wides, double wides. They've renovated the whole area of the Sester property back there.
So where are you going to get the money?
Guess
exactly.
What? Guess what, Vaughn? Replevin doesn't cover spent money. It doesn't. The question of Replevin becomes moot should the item in question no longer exist as an entity. Womp womp.
Cars, they bought 4-wheel vehicles.
And how can they do this while on welfare?
Huh?
And the $1 million question is, these people are all on welfare.
And how do they afford a very expensive attorney while they're on welfare too? How do they doing that? They're doing it with my money. Okay, and so the money is being spent. So it's replevin because you got to be compensated. I'm going to have to be compensated for whatever amount of the money that they've spent. I'm going to have to be compensated for being locked out of the double wide, which is $74,000. I hope they got deep pockets. So I mean, they're going to have to come up with that money. That is due me. That money is actually
just fucking pulling numbers out of his ass now.
They locked him out of the double wide because it was not his property to inhabit, and they wanted to keep him out of it until everything was settled in court. And once everything was settled in court, then he was allowed access to the double wide. And as you can see, he has access to the double wide, which he has completely trashed. And part of the reason they didn't want him in the double wide was because they knew he was going to trash it.
And this has been only like what, a year and a half or something that he's been in here. It hasn't been that long, right?
No. And I mean, their evidence could have just been, look at the property he was given. Like, literally, he was given that single wide on his mom's property. Look at what he did with it. Because that flood came through, washed out everything underneath, and the whole thing is basically trashed. It's
We had the
probably
whole
just
fucking
gonna have to
slug
be...
saga in the previous one.
Yeah.
Like, it's a very fucking good precedent. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like, it's not like this is some unfounded fucking shit that the Frost were concerned about. It's like they weren't just trying to get at him to get at him. It's like they were trying to actually keep this fucking place in decent shape because they
Yeah.
knew what would happen here. The inevitable shit that happens right before our fucking eyes right now. Look at all this shit.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Look at the fucking background.
I know, right? I was just thinking that. Like, you can literally see it with your own eyes.
And you know what?
Sorry, go
If
ahead.
he goes to court with this, all they have to do, again, is just bring up the video and be like, why is there all this trash in the background? Why is this? Well, let's look at the videos of your single wide where, there's boxes and trash and all this other shit. Let's look at the videos of your kids living in squalor. Let's look at the melon floor pictures. Jesus Christ, dude, you have no
The
case.
pleas for help written in poop,
Yeah,
like,
that...
come on.
I'm not even gonna like that is that
That's like
hits
I
that
feel like
hits
that
me
doesn't even
on
like
I want to actually drive down and punch this guy in the face level.
I feel you. It's just like I feel like that's all that needs to be fucking stated. Like the fact that there even needs to be anything else in addition to that fucking bullshit.
No,
Like that's one of the most gross, reprehensible fucking things I could possibly imagine. And the fact that it took so long for them to be away from fucking Vaughn is just it's sad. I'm glad it's finally over, but at the same time, it says a lot about how broken the fucking system is. And even though there might be good people involved in it, the fucking system needs to be changed from the ground up.
Oh, absolutely. But
Completely.
let's just be glad that
I know
they're
in this
not
instance, I'm glad
capitulating
it's
to this
over.
fucking dipshit.
At least not any longer. Yeah.
But
But let's continue on.
It is mine by right. And they use, and one of them dunderheads was talking about statute of limitations. Statute of limitations doesn't apply if I'm still being affected by what the Frost did. Am I still being affected by what the Frost did? Oh, hell yes. Okay.
Wait, that's the
statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations still applies. So if I rob a store and the statute of limitations is 2 years, let's just be simple about this, and my robbing of that store has affected them 5 years out, the statute of limitations is up for me after 2 years. It doesn't matter to me if I'm the robber. I don't give a shit about that store. That store is going to be affected for however long. It doesn't matter. It just means that I can't be charged under the law for robbing that store after 2 years. This is the hypothetical and all this fun stuff, but it doesn't matter how long you're affected by it. It's the statute of limitations of the commencement of the crime versus when you are charged.
I've heard a lot of fucking people have the same fucking misunderstanding about how this shit works, and it's just absolutely ridiculous. And Mr. Unite makes a good point here. Statute of limitations, says the guy with 2 years of law school. Apparently Vaughn's just been fucking... Apparently Vaughn thinks that he's a better legal expert than literally everybody else. Even though he, probably couldn't even fucking take the time to actually, tie his goddamn shoes. It's really fucking sad to say.
Somebody hit up Legal Eagle about this, because I want to know more.
That would be quite the saga. That would be quite the fucking saga to go down.
Dude. That would be hilarious.
Jilly's mom, thank you for
yes.
for I assume helping out Manga. Much appreciated.
Thank you very much.
Right up your ass.
She needs it.
Doesn't work. Statute of limitations would be like if like if I had 30 days to comply with something, and I wait 3 years, and then I go back and say, okay, I want to do this now. Okay, that's where statute of limitations comes in, because obviously I had 30
What?
days.
Kind of Kentucky Fried
No!
bullshit.
What kind of Kentucky Fried bullshit is this? Yeah, I
That
agree.
is not how that works. That's not how any of this works.
Yeah, nuts.
Mango, please enlighten us.
Yes,
'Cause
please.
I know Mango knows way more about anything than anybody that I know.
Just in
Okay,
general.
so a statute of limitations is the maximum time after an event within which legal proceedings may be initiated. So, a lot of places, they've recently changed their laws on like childhood SA victims and being able to file against the people that wronged them and abused them. Like California recently like removed their statute of limitations for that, which is fantastic. It's phenomenal. But like, let's say you rob someone, right? You rob someone. There's so much time that can pass before they can no longer take you to court over it.
Yeah.
Like there's so long that you can wait before you can no longer go file like the police reports and all of that on the incident. And it varies crime to crime, state to state, everything.
That seems strange.
Yeah.
Is there like
Well-
is there like a good reason for that? Because I don't really see the purpose why that'd be.
Well, a lot of times people don't realize they're victims until much later. Like
Yeah, but like no,
there's-
I mean like why would the statute of limitations thing exist to begin with? That just seems like kind of illogical. You know what I mean?
Go ahead.
Like at a certain point, you don't really have the proof. At a certain point, you don't have certain things. After a certain point, you aren't able to like get, fucking compensation for
Yeah.
different things.
Yeah, there's sometimes no legal remedy after a certain point that could reasonably be taken. These things are time and context dependent.
So he
And-
literally has no idea what the fuck he's talking about because
Yeah.
that
He
what you
is-
are
he is
saying
just
and what he is
making-
saying
Yeah,
is
Yeah.
completely different.
he is just making shit up as he goes. He is making an ad hoc rationalization for his actions. That is all he is doing. It's all he's
Thank you.
ever done.
Because
Thank you for the explanation. I appreciate it.
I
Yeah,
know
thanks, Bloodbrooker.
Von Helton, he correct me if I'm wrong again, but he did leave his basic training post to go and wash dishes. I know this is a story that I've been told. I don't know if it's true or not.
I don't
he
think I've
left.
ever heard that one before.
It was like he didn't like, oh, I want to go watch it. No, he like left the installation and his mom brought him back. So true or not, doesn't matter. Going AWOL, it has no statute of limitations. So if he leaves basic training and he just goes off 50 years later, if he gets pulled over and they're like, oh, well, we found out you're AWOL, there's no statute of limitations on that because it's the federal government and the UCMJ that, takes you into custody. But as far as things like, it's typically reserved for like things like violent crimes and like sexual assaults and things like that, which have come into light because we now have like DNA and we have better forensics. But for petty crimes and stuff like that, typically you're not going to get prosecuted after a certain amount of time.
I can see how
that's kind of
forensic-
what it's reserved for.
I can see how forensic would lead to that disparity when it comes to certain crimes.
Yeah.
What's up, for Xilla? Nice to see you. Where is the statute of limitations? I'm pretty sure it's in New York, right? It carries the torch and all that shit.
No, the woke mob burned that down.
Oh yeah, a long time ago.
They melted that down and made a bunch of medals out of them.
Yeah, and they made a bunch of medals for trans athletes.
Yeah, I can't believe it. They put fucking Lady Liberty in thigh highs. They gave her a massive penis. It was fucking amazing, but also terrible.
Yeah, her schlong somehow reaches the fucking bottom of the ground.
Yeah, don't ask me how, but I mean, if you need someone to find out, though, I mean, I'm willing. Anyway, let's
leave it to the U.S. to improve on France.
Yeah,
we did not address the Dave bit in the title yet. We will address that at some point.
The penis in the room.
Yeah, let's just finish up this.
Just
it's not that.
Sit
it's not
tight.
that
Sit tight and enjoy the ride. All right.
So I'm out of luck.
Sit tight on Lady Liberty's dick.
Try to do it. That is statute of limitations. Statute of limitations doesn't apply, especially when it comes to children, because the pain and suffering.
What?
That's a really sus phrase.
Yeah, that's like the weirdest thing I've ever heard him say. Maybe, and that's like going for like gold there.
I think I know where he's going with this, but
all right, let's let him continue. But in a vacuum, that sounds weird.
Suffering of a child, that has no limit. There is no limitation on that. My pain and suffering, there's no limitation on that. There's no limitation on grand theft. In fact, there's no statute of limitations on any felony. All right. Have the Frost committed numerous felonies? Oh, God, yes. Where do I start? So, I mean, there's no statute of limitations. Okay. Sorry. But see, these trolls, they keep trying to come up with anything they can think of to try and fight back. And it's not going to help them. They're grasping at straws. Exactly. Now, there it is. Replevin also known.
I like how we just have Che Dubs just talking in the background every once in a while, like fucking Shanny, trying to just to get his fucking 2 cents in there. Well, what about this? It's like, shut the fuck up. No one cares about what fucking J Dubs has to say on any fucking subject matter. Like, I don't think anyone's ever like actually cared about J Dubs. He's always just been a nut hanger on to people that people actually did care about. Back when Brett Keane was popular, he was, people cared about him for that. But
he's always been a ball washer. He hasn't said anything worth fucking noting.
He's never been interesting enough on his own to actually be worth making content about. Have you ever known a channel that's like talked about J Dubs? Who the fuck does J Dubs content?
Not a one.
Nobody. Fucking nobody. He's been around for this long. I'm sure there's like a lot to technically say, but he's just so goddamn boring. You're just such a bore.
So he's actually not wrong. In the state of Kentucky, there is no statute of limitations for a felony. However, a misdemeanor may only be prosecuted within 1 year after it was committed. So he's talking about Kentucky.
That's some of that Kentucky fucky, as always.
Yeah. That Kentucky sucky.
But the state taking away his kids and putting them for adoption after he lost them for the 13th time, the pain and suffering that he allegedly feels from that, definitely not a felony. So also was not a crime.
Yeah. In Vaughn's world, everything is a felony if you cross him.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Is claiming
I would love to hear him define the difference between a felony and misdemeanor. Because
delivery is a legal remedy that allows a person to recover personal property that has been wrongfully or unlawfully taken. It enables the rightful owner to regain possession. Okay, which is exactly what I claim in my documents. I'm there to
children are not property.
There to get my.
Yeah, he keeps calling.
Thank you, Mango.
That's not a good fucking look at all. It's
no.
it's literally the most dehumanizing thing you can do to call a human being property.
Again, the Frost's defense lawyer. Here to check out Nats and the pizza.
Check out Nats and the pizza. I know it might not sound like
it is. It is also very plausible before you start that they may place a lien on the property.
32 million.
The Frost property or his?
32 million.
On
like the double wide or
on the double wide, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
and $141,535.52. But I mean, who's being picky, right? At the end of the day, they're all going to find out, one way or another.
That's some fucking manifesto fucking line.
They're going to find out that what they did was wrong. Okay. I got the funny feeling though, John, that when they start seeing Jeff Spicoli and some of his buddies getting stood in front of a judge, the rest of them are going to scatter like cockroaches, and we'll never see or hear from them ever again. Call it a hunch, but I got a funny feeling that that's exactly how it's going to go down, because they ain't going to want to be next.
Call it a hunch, but I feel like this is going to go like every other single time that you've tried to like win some type of legal setting. You're going to run away with your fucking tail in between your legs, just like always. And you're just going to keep wasting fucking time, and you're going to get laughed out of a courtroom if you even get that far, which at this point I'm fucking doubtful.
And the courts have way better things to actually proceed over. You're just wasting fucking time.
He literally is just wasting taxpayer time and money.
Yeah, so anybody that ever goes to like a courthouse or a hospital or emergency room and you're wondering why it's taking so long, it's because of people like this.
Von Heltons of the world, yeah.
Judge, I guarantee you. Because I feel confident that the judges down here don't take no bullshit. You sit there and put 3 children's lives at risk, the judge is going to throw the fucking book at you. Okay, he just is.
Oh, really?
I don't even know what to fucking say when he's the one trying to say that shit.
Yeah.
How little self-awareness do you have, man? Really?
Yeah, apparently he dodged the book like George Bush dodged them sandals. Fucking hell, dude.
I like how that's like George Bush's legacy. Like that's one of the things he's most fucking known for.
I got a few things on that, but
okay. I'll leave. Fair enough. All right, yeah, I'm sure you know what I meant by that, but I get what you're saying.
His meme legacy, yes.
Sure, okay, yeah, we'll put it like that.
They take kids seriously down here, okay, and you guys have a history of fucking around with people's kids, and they don't like that. And they're gonna do something about it, I assure you. Not to mention the fact, trolls, that you cost Clay County billions of dollars. Okay, constantly having CPS
what
here, constantly having to go to court. You cost the Kentucky
billions.
He just pulls numbers out of his ass, man.
Billions? Has Clay County ever had a budget of $1 billion?
Yeah. I know, right?
Vaughn, do you know how much $1 billion is?
That's probably more money than has ever been in the state's history during its entire formation.
I don't even think Stinky can count that high.
Yeah.
I mean, let's let him count that high. That way he'll, be doing something productive.
What's up, Stangdoll? Nice to see you.
Hey, Stangdoll.
Dollars. Kentucky's going to want that money back, trolls. Have you got the money? Because they're going to want it back. They're going to want their money back. And I ain't got a dog in that fight. That's between you and Clay County.
Oh, sure thing. All right. Yeah, whatever you say, brother.
Yeah. We know you're broke.
You better be
whatever.
What you think, because you ain't getting this shit right. I guarantee you. I guarantee you're not going to get this shit right. Because you cost the Kentucky taxpayer so much money that they'll probably throw you in jail just for that. I probably won't have to do shit. They'll probably say, "Oh, wait a minute, you cost the Kentucky taxpayer $50,000 each one."
He once said a hotel room on the road between his place and Ohio would be $400 a night. He has no concept of money. Jesus.
Facts. So the hotel that. Go ahead. Sorry, Mango.
I was about to say, like, he's talking about the trolls owing billions to Clay County. Vaughn, don't you still owe Clay County back child support from when they had your children in foster care?
Pretty sure he does.
Oh yeah, well here's Hellcell. Have a nice life, So I mean, so be sure. You're not going to get away. You're not going to get away, trolls. I know you think you're above the law and that you're made out of Teflon and shit. Well, I got news for you. Your Teflon is rusting. So
Teflon.
Wow, what a great burn!
Wow.
He thought that was so clever. Damn.
He has no concept of the outside world. And fun fact, Teflon doesn't rust because it doesn't oxidize.
Yeah, you fucking
Yeah.
dumbass. That's a good point. I didn't think about that.
I think Vaughn's Teflon intake has
Hey,
really
Mari.
spiked lately. With
Hi,
him
Mari.
scraping
Nice
it off every time he tries to make burgers by the Vaughn or eggs by the
Burgers,
Vaughn.
You know, just be
Got
prepared.
his cooking skills from the
prepared for
food
what's coming.
dudes.
Because
I hope that when I
Christ.
have that fucking conversation with Vaughn, he gets so mad that he cooks eggs.
it is coming. You guys have already said so. They're going to restore.
That's a
back
rarity
everything.
lost to the
Well, yeah.
internet. Oh,
Hey, what's
It's a
up? What's up, Matt? Nice to see you, man.
oh hey, man.
That's Matt. For those who don't know, $3 theaters, Matt. What's up, Matt?
Involved before the frost
Flat
got
Matt.
involved, before anything got involved. They're going to put everything back to the way it was. And I'm crazy enough to believe them, especially after winning all those victories in district court. I'm absolutely sold on this shit.
Yes,
Now,
you
I
are
am-
crazy.
I-
You're crazy enough to believe anything.
Yeah,
We
you're some
understand
whack-ass
that.
Captain Crunch.
He believes damn near anything. He is such a fucking half of fucking.
There's people that pour milk before the cereal. There's
Oh,
people
God.
who
Vaughn
put
is-
water in their cereal, and then there's
I
Von
have a great
Helton who
idea.
puts antifreeze in his cereal.
So Matt, give me 5 minutes. We're gonna wrap this shit up, and then we'll have you on for Crapshoot. I'll shoot you a link if you want to come on here. We'll have you on for Crapshoot. That'd be fun to have you on here.
We can shoot the crap.
Yeah, but let us wrap this shit up first.
Yeah.
And then I'll shoot you a link, and we'll get on with it.
I do have a little bit of trepidation as to about how to proceed, but it'll all work out. It always has. And but there it is. So when you go and see secular and they're all saying, yeah, Vaughn don't know what he's talking about and he can't get nothing back. That's the whole point of Replevin is to get my stuff back. That's the whole point of it. So yes, I'm going to get my stuff back. Now, what Clay County does with the Frost, I don't know. They're going to bind them over to a grand jury, and then the grand jury is going to convict them of multiple murders and child endangerment.
What? Multiple murders? Who
Look,
the fuck died?
he's taking Replevin. He's gonna get his stuff back.
He's got Replevin on his side.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna take back everything, haters.
Side effects include delusions of grandeur and
Well, guess what, Frost? I've
Dominate.
got Robitussin on my side. It's over for you. No, I'm gathering up my key. I'm gonna unleash a spirit bomb on you.
And elder abuse. I don't know. They might just as well say fuck it and put them on a slow boat back to Ohio. I don't know what the hell Clay County's going to do.
God.
But as long as I get my inheritance and I get my kids back, I'm good.
Ohio is
Yeah.
technically not a landlocked state, but
Yeah, that's
On
true.
a slow boat back
Yeah.
to Ohio. Like Ohio's a
Get my
fucking
kids.
island.
Yep.
you gotta go across the Ohio River. But look, I'm being
Christ.
pedantic.
Yeah, I get you.
Geography by the Vaughn.
And then everything else, can.
He's
Oh,
not a
weird, no.
geologist.
But I wanted to rub it in the face of the
Oh.
trolls because the trolls, once again, were completely and utterly wrong. And I wanted to make that abundantly clear.
And then I have to say, when were they ever right in the first place? They were never
Well, that's
right.
true. That's true. They never were, not
Absolutely
really.
delusional.
And so, but I wanted to bring that up because, see, people that don't know, they're going to go to that video and they're going to watch that video and they're going to think that these people know what the fuck they're talking about. No, they do not. No, they do not. I mean, they even admitted in their own damn hate video that I talked to 2 lawyers, an AI lawyer and a human one. They even admit that in their own damn hate
AI
video.
lawyer?
So,
Did you go on Chat GPT and
Did you
ask
talk to an
legal
AI
questions?
lawyer?
An AI lawyer.
Wait
Wow.
a minute.
And you
What
paid
the
some
fuck?
dude like $200 for an hour. I'm going on the low end here. $200 for an hour to spew out this bullshit. That motherfucker was probably like, that was the most stressful 2 hours of my life because I just wanted to reach through the phone and punch this guy in the face. But
It sounds like a fucking case
No,
Saul Goodman would have to fucking take on.
Oh, what's
Saul
up?
Goodman wouldn't take this. He's too reputable. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Anna kicked
Anna-
themselves out. Uh-oh.
Oh no, the gods are attacking.
All right.
And
Oh,
Anna
no.
fought
Sorry,
them
I'm
off.
back.
Good.
No. It's just, that's how StreamYard works. Because if you don't have a camera and you hit the start camera button, it's like, all right, fuck you.
Oh,
Well, yeah.
Heon was just pressuring everybody to say racial slurs. So
No,
it's
I was
good
not.
thing you're back.
Oh, okay, perfect.
You
God,
know
dude,
how he
the
is.
Blizzard.
You know,
That's it.
obviously,
You're being
if I'm
blocked out of the middle stall.
with two lawyers, and they both tell me the same thing.
Why
And
did I
obviously,
give
I'm
you a
doing something right.
fee?
You know, because I'm going to listen to good counsel. I'm not going to listen to foolishness. I'm going to listen to good counsel. As far as I know now, I don't. I go. The court opens up the first Thursday of the month, and then I go and I present the synopsis of my case
So first Thursday of the month is 2 Fridays from now.
2 Fridays from now.
I'm sorry.
This date is allegedly out of date, but
Well,
probably
I had
sometime
a
in
Joe
March.
Biden moment. What did you say? The first of the you said the
The
first
first
of the month?
the first Thursday of the month, yeah.
All right, the first Thursday of the month would be the 7th.
The 7th.
So
Okay.
2.5 weeks from now.
2.5 weeks from now.
Wait, he had to have fucking J-Dubs tell him that? He didn't actually know the fucking date?
Timekeeping by the Vaughn.
This isn't the
Jesus.
first time. He's actually done this when it comes to CPS court dates and estate court dates. There was one time Miss Parker invited him to be on stream, and she gave him a specific time, and he got mad at her because he was like, I showed up at this time. She was like, Vaughn, that's an hour before I fucking told you that we would do stuff.
I remember that.
He's
Has
done
no
this a
concept
lot.
of time. That's
Okay,
wild.
very good.
So you have to go to court on the 7th of March.
Right. And then
First Thursday, okay.
I present the case, and then I add anything that needs to be added, and then I guess after that there's deliberation or discovery.
No, they're just gonna throw your fucking
and then
case
after
out.
that,
Exactly, yeah. They're not going to waste their fucking
No.
time with you after all the time you've already wasted. According to you, billions of fucking dollars have been wasted on this, so.
I'm just going to call. I'm going to call for.
Anna, I sent you something in Discord. You can. I think the timestamp is in there, but you can check it.
I'll take a look at
to
it
make
right
sure,
after.
just to make sure that it's good to go on here.
All right, sure.
Family Guy, but it's
to be
Vaughn talking
ended
to his
right then and
counsel.
there. As soon as we get discovery done, I'm calling it for it to end because there's no question he walked into a courtroom with fraudulent documents. That's not in question because that's what he did. And so it should be open and shut as far as I'm concerned. And then plus, like I said, he paid people to go into family court and lie.
Discovery doesn't happen until after the case has been argued. Yeah, this is just basic misunderstanding at every single fucking turn. It's almost overwhelming. Like, we feel like we have to address something new every sentence with what he's saying that's inaccurate to how the law actually works. And we're all laymen here. None of us are fucking experts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We all just have an internet connection.
Yeah, I know.
And basic fucking literacy.
We can do that thing that Vaughn always says, just Google it. Just Google it. Well, if you do, then maybe you actually find some actual results, huh?
And got my kids taken away, and that's not legal. So I'm asking for everything to be returned and be put back the way it was before the frost intervened, before these trolls intervened. And I'm going to ask that a restraining order be placed on Clay County CPS so that these fucking YouTube trolls can't just start calling them again and bringing them out to my house again. Okay,
I think I figured out the
that
problem.
they weaponize.
What is it?
So you were saying Vaughn always says Google it.
Yeah.
I think he's using Bing.
Yeah, or Yahoo.
Yeah,
he's using Yandex.
He's still got those AOL CDs that he's putting in.
Yeah.
Poor guy.
He's on Lycos, the poor bastard.
Oh.
He's been gumming down floppy disks.
What's
hey, Matt.
Right. Wow, I just heard gumming down floppy disks, and I'm all like, man, I remember the 80s too.
Oh my god. All right. I'm calling it there on that segment. Thank you very much to Nats and the Pizza for that. That was a well put together, pretty damn fucking good edit. So thank you guys for that.
Now I feel like I missed something.
What, you missed something?
No, I don't know. I had to go take care of my kids real quick.
It's just another fucking lol suit going on. So
there's always lol suits. I mean, have you seen what's happening between Vito and Andy Worski tonight?
No, I haven't heard about any of that shit. Could you give me a summary?
Yeah, well, I can on Vito's Twitter. Apparently, PPP and Surfer started really going off on Vito, calling him every name in the book, the N word, the K word, the F slur, uncensored, repeatedly saying it. So that might be
those words.
Those
I don't really keep up with those people, but I'm not surprised that they'd resort to that type of shit when the chips are down because they just don't give a fuck. Even in the normal everyday life, so why the fuck would they care when it comes to like this type of shit? You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. It's wild. It's like I was saying earlier in the DM group, like my work offered to up me to full time today, just like randomly message me. So they're like, hey, do you want to go? Because it's like 4 days a week, but the shifts are like 10 to 12 hours each day. So you know, they're like, oh, you want to work Sunday through Thursday? And I'm all like, yeah, actually, yes, I do. So I'm happy about that.
Take it.
How would you like to play a game with us, Jarbo? An interesting game that I do with interesting news stories that we.
Okay, but I'm not showing my dick again. All right.
All right. Yeah. No. That's optional. That's optional.
Okay. Good. There's ladies present. I don't want to spook anybody.
Oh my god.
Well,
right.
No, not because it's not because it's too big. I'm definitely a shower, but or a grower. It's yeah.
Oh man.
All
right.
Time to keep score.
Yep. All right, so let's get this show on the road. So a basic explanation for Matt here, since I don't think he's ever played this before, and for the people in the chat, this game is real fucking simple. I find a crazy headline from an interesting place in the world, and I give you a choice between two locations. You pick, using your deductive reasoning, which of the two locations you think the headline takes place in, and that's really all there is to it. So, without further ado,
go on.
Yeah, I suppose we'll get into it with the first fucking question. All right, caught at border with pythons in his pants. Man fined and sentenced to probation. Canada or New York?
Ooh.
Canada.
Canada. I'm going with Canada.
New York.
You what?
She said New York.
New York.
Were you surprised by that?
No, I thought Mango said no, you aren't. All right, yeah, no, it is actually New York.
Oh.
Yep.
Someone was caught like at the border of New York and Canada?
In New York at the US-Canadian border.
Okay.
I mean,
so maybe I'm a little confused on the thing, because I thought it would be like, because technically we're all correct.
I guess technically, yeah.
Because you're like New York or Canada, like there's like a couple touch points.
It was a New York citizen, so like.
Oh, okay.
It was inside of New York where he got caught with it.
Yeah.
But was he trying to enter into Canada?
No, he was
so
in New York.
So
he crossed into northern New York with hidden snakes on a bus from Montreal to New York City.
Okay.
So Calvin Bautista, is that your pseudonym, Matt?
Oh my god.
Calvin Bautista?
Yeah, that was the person in the fucking article.
Yeah.
No. I'm 40. I'm 41. So no, that guy's younger than me.
All right.
But I mean, like,
the
only time I'd smuggle a python anywhere is at like my 25th high school reunion to be like, see what you missed, ladies, reptiles.
Dude literally had pythons in his pants. I wonder if he was compensating for something.
I mean, maybe.
All right, next one. Let's move on. All right, next story. Sheriff's deputies corral wayward kangaroo near pool at apartment complex, Florida or Australia.
Sorry, say that again. Oh,
Sheriff's deputies corral wayward kangaroo near pool at apartment complex, Florida or Australia.
Florida.
Australia.
Florida.
All right. The answer is actually Florida.
Yeah.
I figured I wanted to be the odd man out on that.
No,
one.
I feel
spaghetti, yay.
When you said When you said sheriff's deputies, I knew it was the U.S.
Oh
Yeah.
right, yeah, context clues. That's true. Yeah, I forgot
When
about
I was talking to a passenger the other night, I'm all like, again, I said I equate Florida and Australia the same way. Anything that's not you is trying to kill you.
Exactly right. That's why it's the perfect option.
And kangaroos are evil motherfuckers. So
yeah, they will kill you.
You think that Joey's not gonna bite your fucking head off?
That's a good point. This would not be a weird news story in fucking.
Wait,
in
he
Australia.
doesn't get shit for his Australian accent, but I do.
Mine
Mine's
sounds
flawless.
more reasonable, mate. Wait, I don't even know. What's your Australian sound like?
Crikey.
No.
That sounds so forced. That
right.
sounds so forced.
Stick it in a bum. That's right. Come on. Oh,
That's more Kiwi. That's more Kiwi.
Yeah,
right there, Brett. Right there. Yeah, you want to put it in my bum, Brett?
Oh, yeah.
Put it right in my bum.
Australia sucks. New Zealand's heaven.
All right, Jesus Christ! Wow. Okay, next one. Story number three. This is what happened when a Cold War era missile was found in the garage of someone's home, Russia or America.
America.
I actually know this story.
America.
Yeah.
God damn it! I can't fool anybody. Yes, this was America, specifically the state of Washington.
Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you.
I suppose I should have known.
Well, no, I mean, like, just because I live in the state of Washington.
Yeah, but I figure you would have been more likely to know about it than.
No, that's actually a new one on me, but it doesn't surprise me. It's in Bellevue. That really doesn't surprise me. Yeah, Bellevue is like, I would say Bellevue is probably the richest neighborhood in Seattle. So.
Yeah, it's one of the most expensive places to live in America, right?
It is.
I actually read this story.
Really? Okay.
So yeah, I know. Because I think he bought it from his neighbor, and it's just like an inert it's like an inert rocket from the Cold War. So it's not actually it's not a nuclear bomb. It's just
it's an inert rocket.
Yeah. So
that's still crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
Does it? I mean, I'm assuming that it doesn't work.
No, I mean, if it's inert, it's not going to work. It's not going to go anywhere. But dude just had a gigantic fucking. Basically, this thing was designed to carry nuclear weapons, and it was like kind of a test thing, so that they could fit the nuclear weapon onto there. But it's inert; it doesn't have any rocket fuel in it, and got it from a neighbor, and he just had it in there, and then somebody was like,
thing to use as a base for an industrial sized fleshlight. All right, anyway, let's continue on. Next one. Police clear a suspected Chinese spy pigeon after 8 months in bird lockup. India or Taiwan?
India.
Taiwan.
India.
Taiwan.
All right, this actually took place in India.
Yep. I also read this article.
Wow.
I just feel like Anna is like just on the AP going like, what headlines look interesting in the AP?
Okay, look. I usually have more variety of the places I pick articles from, but the rest of these are not just AP.
So I can give you context on this. So the bird came from, I believe it was Taiwan, but it had markings under its wing that the Indian government thought were Chinese, and thought it was a spy, like a spy pigeon.
And they released it?
Yeah, I mean, it was just a Taiwanese like homing pigeon, essentially. So it flew over there.
That's fucking crazy. All right.
Yeah.
Interesting. Thank you for that. All right, next one. This one's pretty interesting. Mummified monkey remains were found in luggage at airport. Massachusetts or Belgium?
Massachusetts.
More like Texachusetts.
I don't know.
I'm going with Belgium.
I'm going with Massachusetts. I'm gonna get strangled later. I know this.
It is indeed Massachusetts, Boston Airport.
You always give one that's Massachusetts. I should.
All right. Yeah. Interesting. That fucking shit's crazy. Next one though. Next one. School.
NPR, that liberal rag.
Oh yes, I know.
Oh my god! Shut up.
Shut up. All right. Next. School locked down when deer rams into glass door. Michigan or New Jersey?
Michigan.
I'm gonna go with Michigan.
Sounds like a Michigan thing.
Yeah.
Michigan.
Oh man,
It's
you're
New
all
Jersey,
wrong.
isn't it?
You're all wrong.
I knew it.
You're all wrong. I love it. You're all wrong. Yeah, it's New Jersey. It's New Jersey. Yeah.
I heard about this story too. I think.
I figured it would have been like the
Really?
people from Jersey just would have like killed the deer and ate it for lunch.
Yeah,
But they wouldn't have cooked it. They wouldn't have cooked it because they're all,
just-
ungodless heathens there. Godless.
Yeah, it would have been the same people who stole your deer that one time.
Fucking I still.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, there was a dead. I've told the story, but there was a dead deer that in my front yard that a family pulled over and took.
Oh, yeah.
That's good to eat, so boy. Yeah.
I've done that.
Roadkill Cafe. You kill them, we grill them.
Oh boy. All right.
I picked up a deer off the road and had my neighbor gut it for me because I didn't know exactly what I was doing. So we went out to my shed and he gutted it, and I gave him half, and I had deer for not too long.
You know what? If you can get use out of an animal, better than not getting any, I suppose. I can't complain. All right, moving on. Next article. Truck spills 10,000 gallons of milk on a highway, Texas or Massachusetts?
10,000 gallons of what?
Milk on the highway.
Milk?
Texas.
Milk.
Milk.
Oh,
milk with an I.
Yes, with an I.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
All right.
Texas or Massachusetts?
Part of me is leaning towards the crappy state of Texas.
I say Texas.
I feel like you're throwing me for a loop. Yeah, Texas.
Matt?
I'm gonna go Massachusetts.
This was in Massachusetts.
You son of a bitch. I swear to God.
Yep. 10,000 gallons of milk in Massachusetts. It was.
I didn't think you were gonna do two in the same at the same time. Fuck.
I know.
I got swerved.
Quite surprising, isn't it?
Not as much as that truck.
Ooh, that's true. Yeah. All right. Next one.
Don't drive in Massachusetts, folks.
Woman finds her long lost wallet washed up on the beach. Canada or Mexico?
Canada.
I'm going
Canada. Canada.
All your minds are made up, and you are correct. It is indeed Canada.
Yeah.
Do you know how many feet wash up on the British Columbian shoreline?
Yeah, this was British Columbia. Yeah. So.
Ooh, I know the answer to that.
Why that happens?
Yes.
Why? I forget why, but it's like something with the current.
Essentially what happens is like people who die at sea, their shoes are more buoyant and their feet are covered. So like the fish and predators can't actually like eat the feet that are inside of the shoe. So the shoe will be more buoyant and it'll follow the current and it'll wash up on shore with the foot in it, as opposed to like the entire body, because the body gets eaten up quite quickly by predators and, scavengers and everything like that. So that's why there are tons of feet that wash up.
No one tell the fucking weird feet people about that shit. I don't want to know how they're
Yeah, don't let's not have foot tours in British Columbia.
Yeah, let's not.
Weird.
Let's not toe that line.
But oh my god. All right. Anyway, never referencing that again.
Get him out of here.
Yeah, you know what?
Yeah, we don't need to have people show up there and then really be a heel and everyone else's good time.
Oh,
fucking pronouns. All right, let's continue on.
This is really.
This little Peggy went to the beach.
I really love the ankle of this.
Stop. I swear. You know what? I swear to God.
Dude, you're really stepping on my good time.
Sometimes I wish I was on camera just so you could see my reaction right now. Jesus Christ. All right. Radio station off the air after 200-foot radio tower stolen. Kentucky or Alabama?
Alabama.
Kentucky.
Alabama.
Kentucky. Wait. Yeah, Kentucky.
You needed one more moment to think about it.
Yeah, I had to think about that one.
All right. Well, the answer actually is.
You Alabama motherfuckers.
Here's the Kentucky is like one of the dumbest states in the fucking country. They don't know what a radio tower is.
I happened to learn about this article days beforehand. So
wait, isn't Alabama like per capita like stupider? I know Alabama and Mississippi are two of the stupidest states in the union. Like
they keep electing idiots, so I just say we treat them like such.
Fair enough. Yeah, low bars, right? Low bars.
Fun fact: if you come across a radio tower and it has like a fence around it, it's typically an AM radio tower, and if you touch it, you'll die.
Jesus
and
Christ.
You will hear everything that's being broadcast the entire time that you die, because they're way more high powered.
True, but it's usually Christian talk radio, so there's like an irony there.
Yeah, it's going to be even worse of a death. So,
that's nasty. All right, what's up, Tony? I think I've seen you chilling in chat for a while, but nice to see you. Yeah, I know that was good. That's a classic one. All right, one last news story, and then we're done with the segment. I appreciate you guys all playing the game. It's been a fun time so far, but I do have one more question for you. It's an important one.
I gotta get this one.
Man sues Dunkin' Donuts over injuries following toilet explosion. Florida, Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Florida?
Fuck. You know what?
Massachusetts.
Massive two asses.
Come on, it's Massachusetts. Where else is Dunkin's located?
Yeah. Okay, you make a really good point. Massachusetts.
Right. Everyone's finalized their answers.
Yes.
It's fucking Florida.
You fucking piece of shit.
Florida.
Yes. Swear to God.
It's Florida. I know it's mind blowing. It's Florida.
I'm gonna shit in an envelope and send it to Heon just because of that.
I really fucking I got you, Lizard. I got you, Lizard. Lizard, I fucking got you, man.
you
Woo! Did. See, there's a bit of strategy to it. You know, I try and trip you guys up. All right, that was fun.
I still did all right.
Just make sure that Heon is
no stickers for you. No stickers for you. You're not getting any stickers now.
That's good and all, but we aren't playing fucking horseshoes. So.
All right. Yeah. Well, just watch out for any manila folders that come to you.
Shut up. Blow out your ass.
Oh my God. Okay. Before you go on to the next segment,
the plan.
I do not feel well, so I'm gonna go lay down.
All right.
Yeah. Feel better soon.
Please feel better.
So, thanks for having me. I greatly appreciate it. Nice to see you again, Jarbo.
Yeah, you do feel better.
Yeah.
Thanks. Catch y'all later.
Get some sleep, please.
Rest up.
Get some rest.
Yeah.
All right.
All
right.
We lost our Mango.
Yeah, everyone send some love to Mango.
We lost our Mango, but now it's a man show. Yeah. Everybody flex your testosterone and
flex your nuts, testosterone. Yeah.
Lizard, stop flexing nuts. We know you ain't got any.
Hey, look, just because they were removed because of the war, never forget.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Big War of '88.
Yeah. I was there with Von Helton. He told us a storm
staring at
was
Putin.
coming.
He had his pants around his ankles. He was trying to masturbate on the flag.
Some even say we saw eye to eye.
Brown eye to brown eye.
Oh my! Stop! I knew you were gonna go there, and you couldn't fucking help yourself. Fucking hell.
Okay, I admit the setup was a bit ass.
Oh jeez. Okay. All right. So Matt, I don't know how much you're gonna want to join in for it. We're not going over this whole thing. I have some timestamps in mind for what we want to address, but I had another conversation with this guy, and it was interesting.
You're still hopeful. You're still like, I'm gonna get him.
No, look, I made progress. I made him admit that he was wrong on 2 things tonight. That never happened.
He bent the knee. He bent
he
the knee.
bent the knee.
He bent the knee. All right.
He bent the knee.
Knee. Yeah.
To be fair, you did say you were gonna cut ties with Dave, and you kind of went Dave, and the way he goes with Jake, he's like, I'm not gonna talk to him anymore. But then you went and talked to him. Not to say that you're Dave, but at the same time.
No, I get you, and that's understandable criticism, but like I was not nice to him at all today.
Oh, good. Dave doesn't deserve that. No,
exactly. No, this was not me trying to be fucking nice. In fact, I was super actually really. It was almost kind of hard for me to fucking watch the first few minutes of this because I was really fucking aggressively fucking rude to him. But he deserves it, honestly, because he's been a fucking massive asshole to me. And in a weird way, it's the only way that I managed to get him to fucking offer me like any fucking sense of like, oh yeah, I was wrong. Because remember that fucking shit that he was trying to do previously, where he was like trying to get me to defend him against Jake.
Yep.
I got him to admit that was wrong to do.
No shit.
No fucking shit. Yeah, man.
He admits he was wrong.
Yeah, he does.
Legitimately.
Yeah,
not in the snarky, okay, I was wrong, whatever. And then moving on to the subject.
He actually fucking admits he was wrong.
I gotta see this shit.
All right, yeah. Well, we'll watch a little bit of the start, and then I'll show you towards what happens at the end. But
he doesn't get scrambled eggs mad, though.
No, he does not get scrambled eggs mad. Let's see what he has to say here, because
I mean,
the way he starts the conversation is funny.
I was gonna say he gets scrambled brains mad.
To Juice Main, Dave still owes me 7 minutes, so don't even start.
He does.
Send Dave an invoice.
He gave me longer than 5. Yeah, he gave me it was like 20 fucking minutes. It was insane.
Need a national right to terminate parental obligations. We need a male equivalent of abortion.
That's the argument he was making before I hopped in here, by the way.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. Well,
I don't fucking know.
I can't even begin to understand what he's trying to propose here.
I support Dave getting a vasectomy. I mean, it's not like he's gonna procreate anyway, but at the same time, let's just be safe.
I mean, he's gotta have a boy abortion. That fucking thing growing from his belly is about ready to pop off.
No, I'm sorry. You're banned from my fucking podcast. I can't believe you just fucking said that. After I made you that goddamn banger fucking overlay, come on, you can't say boy abortion on my show.
Don't throw that in my face.
You said boy abortion.
Yeah.
Boy abortion.
Boy abortion. Yes.
Oh man, if only someone had given fucking Dave a boy abortion.
Coat hangers are cheap.
Well, it's better than coat hangers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Abortions are
clip of that?
Support abortion's rights, people.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Grampy.
Yeah.
But I really hate to cut you short.
So you're gonna kick me after a minute.
Well, okay, but Underhaven's waiting. I just figured it'd be.
Yeah, you're welcome, by the way.
I didn't really want him, but
you asked me. You literally asked people to message Underhaven for them to come here.
Yeah. So for context, I was actually fucking asleep, and I got a message from Iron Gullet, and I woke up like 15 minutes after he sent it, and I was like, "Oh boy," and I was feeling fully awake, so I was like, "Fuck it," Let's see what happens here. Because I was just gonna go entirely fucking scorched earth with fucking Dave, and you'll see that within like the first few fucking minutes. I get really fucking aggressive with him.
Yes.
By the way, who was that sneezing in the background of that video when you were passed out?
Who the fuck should I know?
That was Dave.
So, there was a random person in your house sneezing?
I see those lobsters in the chat.
No, they were a friend.
R.I.P.
A friend.
You will be missed.
Yeah,
a friend sat in your living room while you slept in your chair for 4 hours?
Yeah.
To be fair, it was 3.
That's not weird to you?
No.
Your friends just come over and sit alone?
Yeah. Not a
He's really just fucking coping here about not having family around, which is really fucking sad.
I mean,
go ahead.
Friends.
Yeah, friends.
Yeah, that's the really big.
He was just
I'll
bitching
get
about
there,
having his
folks.
fucking mom around recently. It's like, just without saying her by name.
Mango actually said this. I think he does have roommates. I can't confirm it. She's not here to confirm it for me.
I think that was a theory Mango might have had, but I don't know if it was like confirmed or anything.
The when he got up, he left the room and a dog came in. It was a sweet puppy dog.
Yeah, that's Daisy.
Puppy dog. Yeah, Daisy's a sweet baby. So I don't know if he has like roommates. So maybe he owns the house and then he just like rents out rooms or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Totally fine. Like that, I'm not shitting on him for that, but
he does passively aggressively like bitch about his roommates though. He just put out that short recently where he's like, "This is why you don't let women into the fucking kitchen." And I'm like, "Wait a minute. I thought you were the Lord of Patriarchy. Shouldn't you want women in the kitchen?" He didn't seem to like that.
Yeah, and Daisy's a sweet puppy, but just like all puppy dogs, not all dogs are good boys. Some are good girls. It's true. But no, like dude, if you have roommates, fine. Nobody cares. Like nobody's actually trying to go after you, because we've said it here before. You know, if somebody's trying to go after you and like dox you, that's totally wrong. We're not trying to dox you. It's just like, at least be honest. Like
I've made the point to him several times. He's lucky that the only people who talk about him with regularity at this point in time are not people who do that shit. Like nobody from fucking our community or Jake's community is gonna go around fucking doxing people. Like it's just I can tell. I've spent enough time around Jake's community now that I can verify. Like nobody there seems like they're that type of ill-intended fucking person. But yeah, if he keeps fucking getting the ire of the Kino people, then yeah, like there's a strong chance that someone in that fucking community is going to try and do that to him, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah, I don't think it's right. Like this is the internet. Let's all have our hobby and have some fun.
Have some basic human standards to not take it too fucking far.
Let's see how many Dave watches we can tack up on the board.
Exactly, on the
whiteboard for
whiteboard.
a year. Like fuck, like dude. At least be honest with who you are,
Exactly.
It's not
we
that
should probably
hard.
continue
But anyway, yeah. I don't want to belay anything. I'm sorry, I talk too much.
For
I say that
conversation with you, so you better make it interesting. Just on the hope that it would be riveting and wonderful, and I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
We just patch shit up.
Oh no, I just want it to be interesting one way or another. We can work things out. We can make things fucking worse if that's what you want to do. Let's just have a conversation. Why am I here? That's my question.
Did you take some shrooms or something? Your voice sounds deeper.
What?
Your voice sounds deeper in this.
I had just waken up.
Oh yeah. I got you.
So I didn't sound quite my usual self.
Hey guys, I got a dip, but good chat. I might go live a little later. I got to go check on my kids real quick. So
all right, take it easy, man. Thanks for joining.
I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Good night. It was nice to have Jarbo here. He's always a fun time.
Nice.
Yeah, he's a great dude. He's a great dude.
And yes, the juice man. Dave is pretty drunk here. He's always pretty fucking drunk.
He usually is. Although I will say he wasn't like. He was like only probably like 5 sheets to the wind, not 7, because I can tell the difference, because when he's really, really drunk, he's just fully aggressive all the time. He was not like 100% aggressive here. So
no, he's communicable.
Yeah.
Just say that.
He's always drunk. That's like saying Dave's breathing.
Yeah.
Why do you fucking care so much about me? Like, we're not long lost relatives. We're not long lost brothers. What do you care how I act and operate? I suppose that should have been my first question. Why do you care? If I want to go after Jake until
Keeps kicking Iron Gullet.
I know, yeah. He doesn't know how to ban him. He doesn't know how to ban people on here. It's fucking amazing.
Either Davis kicking him or Iron Gullet's just popping in and out and in and out.
Yeah.
Which has happened.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fucking hilarious. Well, he did immediately fucking kick out Iron Gullet upon, like, he was supposed to give everybody 5 minutes. That was the idea of this, right? He talked to Phoenix for 5 minutes. He brought Iron Gullet in. I assume he was going to give Iron Gullet 5 minutes and then give me a bit of time to fucking conduct myself. But no, he gave Iron Gullet like 30 seconds and then brought me in.
That's my prerogative.
What do I care? I don't.
Really, because you got pretty well pissed off with me about it not all that long ago.
Yeah, it's kind of painful to see someone commit a slow form of suicide, but you kind of realize eventually you can't change anything, so I don't really give a fuck anymore.
So are you conceding that he's my superior or that I'm his superior? Or
I'm conceding that you're unfixable. Yeah.
And
I know you don't give a shit. I'm telling you I don't give a fuck anymore. I gave up. I'm sorry. You need to look for someone else, Dave.
This is like so awkward. It's like watching a breakup. It's just like I feel for my friend, but at the same time I like don't want to see the partner going through this. It's just like, oh man, fuck. What I understand why you brought me here, but
no, I get you.
Yeah, I guess I'll stay. You know what? Good on you guys. I'll shut the fuck up.
No, it's okay, dude.
No, you're good.
You don't have to chill here for this segment.
No,
I definitely will go over.
I'm just giving you the situation.
All right, no, it's fine. I get you. It's pretty fucking heavy shit because I'm confronting him on shit that's like serious.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You know, you confronted him. Yeah, like a while back, you were like, "Look, I'm trying to appeal to your humanity. I'm trying to actually be someone that you can talk to and everything like that." And you did the right thing. It was just, lost. It was lost on deaf ears. So you doing this, I think, this multiple times. This is actually the right thing to do, and he's just not receptive to it because he doesn't understand that you're just fucking done. Like, you're done with his bullshit. So it's just like awkward to watch, but at the same time I'm smiling my ass off because I'm like, you fucking go, Underhaven. Get him. Fucking
thank you.
Rock him in his fucking neck beard.
That's why
punch the crusties out of it.
Yeah. Show him what for in meaning to be Super Saiyan legend.
That's what I wanted to show this on the main channel, at least certain parts of it, because like I don't want to just let people think that this is the type of person. I'm not just gonna fold to this person, and that was never my fucking intention. I just want to help the guy. Now I realize that he's not able to fucking help himself. If I can convince him to change his mind on a few things, fucking sure, but I'm not gonna be fucking civil to him like I was anymore. I'm not. Just simply not gonna do so. I'm gonna look at him just like I look about anybody else that we fucking talk about on this show. Mostly as a fucking lost cause. Would I prefer that they do something with their lives and be better? Sure, but I'm at the point where it's just like I know that they aren't.
Yeah, and you know what? You did the right thing to the best of your ability, and you shouldn't feel at any way bad about that. But you shouldn't feel bad about doing this. That's why I call it like an awkward breakup, because it's just like, don't feel bad about leaving this piece of shit in the dust. You did everything you were supposed to do. You did all of the right things. So go on about your life. Do whatever you want to fucking do.
You can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. Isn't that an old adage? That's true in most cases.
And also, Spherical Man, really. Underhaven.
Oh, yeah. That old chestnut.
Yeah.
Guess it is over.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
It's obvious you don't care about yourself. Why should I care about you? Why would I waste my time? If you want to be doing this shit in your fucking 50s and 60s talking to Jake, go ahead, be my guest. I don't give a fuck anymore, man. Nothing I say to you is going to change your mind. If you want to see that as you win, go ahead.
He just sits here and lets me scold him for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then he starts fucking smiling this smug fucking laughter bullshit.
I don't feel the need to play all of this. I might do like a hypercut at some point.
Yeah, he's smuckling right now. He's smuckling.
He do this for like a full fucking 5 minutes, and he knows I'm right.
He doesn't know what to say.
Exactly.
And like one of the hardest things that you can say as any person to someone that's giving you the truth is just to be like, yeah, you're right. Because that's really fucking hard. Because somebody's like, dude, you're fucking up. You're being a piece of shit. You're an asshole.
To do that and he couldn't. You know? He literally couldn't. Like, he knew I was right, but he literally couldn't mouth out the words.
Yeah, and he can't because he's so full of himself. His head is so far up his ass that he can't actually say, I am wrong. Any real adult, I won't even say like real man, any real adult, especially any real leader can be like, yes, I am wrong. And that's really hard for a lot of people to do, to be like, I am wrong.
Because people are taught that's a weakness when it's really a huge strength.
See, yeah, he's trying to project an image of masculinity that he just obviously evades any notion of, because he thinks he's fucking god of the world. It's not it. Nope. Sorry, Dave. I'm gonna burst your bubble. You're not God. You aren't even a lord. You're just some dude on the fucking internet, and you have a higher than warranted self-importance factor attributing to yourself. So
he's the peasant that is, forking hay, and he's like, one day I'll be the king. Oh, dude,
yeah, pretty much.
You're gonna fork hay until you die of cholera.
Yeah, the smug, self-satisfied look of a guy who's really got an issue with drinking and most other things. Hair trigger temper, can't fucking read beyond the first paragraph of an article. Dave, you are the spitting image of willful ignorance writ large.
Well articulated.
I'm sure he gives you much praise for
that
he could read beyond the first paragraph, let alone the headline.
All right, so
if he's not too drunk or winded.
There's one more part I want to show you, like towards the end, where it seems like I actually convinced him of something. There was another part where I actually like proved to him that he was wrong on like a particular thing when it came to like Sarah and Jake and their relationship, because he's so obsessed with it. And I might have actually gotten through to him that it's fucking not worth his time to fucking bitch about. But we'll see. But this is the last thing I want to show, and then after this we'll probably wrap up the show, because I don't want to deliberate on this too much, and I will save the entirety of this for a more well put together cut. I just wanted to cover this since it just fucking happened tonight. So let's take a look at this part right here. This is around where I hop off towards the end.
Didn't make it clear to me that that's why you were bringing me on.
You did, and you stabbed me in the back.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Can I talk yet?
Dave, when you made a post...
You fucking can't, Phoenix. Shut up.
Dave, when you made your community post on that, everybody in the comments except for Brian Hicks agreed that how you treated me was unfair. You held me to this unfair standard. I'm not apologizing for that, man. I'll apologize for a lot of shit. If it made you feel bad, sure, that I'm sorry. I'm sorry for that, but I'm not apologizing for my intentions. I did not stab you in the back. Yeah, the most I'll feel bad for is if it genuinely made you feel bad, but it wasn't intentional, so I'm not going to beat myself up over it. Like, genuinely, man, I did not stab you in the back. When the chips are down at the end of the fucking day, I'll have you when it comes
Except you missed what was said and why I brought you on. You missed
yeah, contextually, I actually did go back and go over that scene with some of my friends, and the way in which the conversation was going, it was not implicitly clear that you were bringing me in there to like come to your defense. Jake was currently like making a point, so I tried to like offer my perspective on the same thing. I was not trying to like go super fucking aggressive. I was just trying to make the point of like, hey, we actually do have some good intentions. It's not all fucking bad, man. You know what I mean? Like, rewatch the fucking segment sometime.
All right.
Maybe
look, I'll kneel a little ground and say, chatting with Jake is fucking exhausting. And
Clearly.
maybe I expected too much from you.
All right, thank you.
Damn, look at that fucking stubborn mule trying to actually offer up an apology.
The small amount of contrition that's being offered.
What a fucking dipshit. What a bitch. You know the sad part is that's because you know damn well that's the most he's capable of making an apology to somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sad. That's why I've given up on the guy.
That is sad.
Yeah.
And like dude, Dave, I tried to appeal to Dave, kind of like you, in the same way, but Dave, he's just a lost cause.
He is.
He's kind of like set in his ways to the point that it's just like there's no point in treating him other than a lulz cow, because that's what he is. He's a fucking cow. And if you look in his chat whenever he goes live, yeah, he'll get 30 to 40 people watching him, but they're just hate watching. They're just watching for the train wreck.
90% of it is just people like us occasionally poking in to see if he's doing anything stupid. And that's the point I tried to make to him numerous fucking times. But, at this point, the only person who can like wake him up from this shit, just like when it comes to a lot of people we talk about, is himself.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad I posted. I'm glad I posted and we played those clips because I feel like that shows off everything that needs to be said. And that's why I'm no longer going to be interacting with Dave in the same terms that I did previously. It's different now. It's just like how I'm going to interact with almost anybody else. You'll get the basic decency that I offer any human being, but that's it.
Yeah.
Right?
And,
you know what I mean? Same.
Yeah. And it's just like sometimes you want to go in, you grab your pointy stick. And you just want to poke the bear. That's about it.
You go in, you want to fucking needle Dave a bit, and I was about ready to do that. I got the link from Anna, and I was in the midst of making
you're ready to
hash
go
browns and chorizo. I was ready. My heart rate went fucking way up. I was like, all right, let's fucking get this going. And he goes, good night, everybody.
Yeah.
Blue balled again.
What's up, Petty Patty's unifying pet snake?
Hey. No snakes in the chat.
Oh shit! Man.
Get out! Hey,
Dave has fans. Yeah, a few. Like
Dave has fans in his room, and they just aerate everything.
Yeah. Okay. Look, Juice.
It's corner. Kind of circulates. But go ahead. Sorry.
Here's the fucking thing, man. 90% of Dave's viewers at this point are just hate watching. I get that he has some fans. You might be one of his few people who actually enjoys his content, and you know what? Fine. But I suppose there's worse people to be watching out there. But at the same fucking time, man, you're in the minority when it comes to the people who are watching him. And you just need to accept that. And that's the point I was trying to make to him. Do you think it's respectable to have the majority of your audience just be there to get you as like a cheap laugh? I don't think so.
Yeah. And Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what's the value of being a fucking online punching bag? What kind of fucking monetary compensation is he really getting to where people just really want to watch him fucking fail all the time? That's what he's devolved into. Is he's that clown with the weight in the bottom. You punch him and he goes ha 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 ha, ha. You punch him again. Ha, ha, ha. That's what his purpose seems to be now.
He weebles and he wobbles, but he doesn't
fall down. Yeah.
And the second thing that Juice Mane put in there actually like really solidifies our points. Anybody that's a fan of Dave for what he actually talks about is not somebody that I ever want to associate with.
Yeah,
because I may not be the greatest person in the world. I'm not. That's not what I strive to do. I just want to be essentially a good person. But Dave is not a good person.
Yeah.
His fans are not good people.
I'm sorry. He does not have good political takes sometimes.
No,
seldom. He seldom had them to begin with.
Yeah,
seldom.
It's very rare that Dave has a good political take, and usually it's like covering a fucking veil of bullshit. So
he doesn't have good political takes. Sometimes he gets things right.
You know how
here's
the perfect way to put it, and there's not a more accurate analogy. A broken clock's right twice a day.
Yeah. Dave is the stopped clock. Hey,
I see what you did there.
Yeah, I see what I did there too.
Dave is being entertaining and bombastic for the show. I don't find him entertaining. I find him pitiful, and he needs help. Unfortunately, that help's not going to come from us. It's definitely not going to come from me.
Yeah,
I'm going to harass him as much as I want if I feel like it.
Juice, I've called Dave on this. Been like, so are you the same person that you are online as opposed to offline? And he's like, well, no. It's like, so you're a character. So this is all a character. And he's like, no. I was like, so you have the same beliefs. And he never couldn't solidify his point to say that he's either the same person online that he is offline, or he is the same person online and offline.
There's nothing wrong with a bit of showmanship for the camera, but like you got to make it clear like when you're one or the other in a way. You know what I mean? Like you can usually tell, but he tries to blend the two together and be like, he'll say something terribly racist and be like, oh, it was a joke. Well, there's no punchline.
Yeah, he's not really. I don't know.
He's broken down.
There's a difference between being a little bit of a ham for the camera and being a ham bone for the camera.
Exactly. He's all
also ham boning.
Scambonia.
Yeah. Like it's fine. It's fine to embellish a little bit, but when your whole thing is an embellishment, you're being either a character or disingenuous.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Dave is always being fucking disingenuous with his fucking opinions. And I want an honest opinion. I don't want to deliberate on this too much because I do want to wrap up the show. But since we have someone here, rare opportunity to actually talk to someone who actually fucking supports Dave. Juice, do you think that he was being unfucking fair to me to how he treated me? Because I've seen your fucking takes in the chat. When it comes to me being on Dave's, you're usually fucking pretty charitable with how you respond to what I'm saying. Surely you don't think that he's been like fucking fair to me. So if that's how he treats me, who's like been like one of the people who's given the most fucking benefit of the doubt consistently, you can say I haven't gone about everything perfectly, but I've been overwhelmingly charitable towards him. If that's how he treats me, then how the fuck do you think he treats everybody else in his life?
Yeah,
I know he says he treats everybody else nice, who he actually cares about. Whenever he's drunk, he says that, but he just put out a short just recently bitching about fucking other people in his kitchen.
I think Juice just answered your question. I'm not saying he's a different person, but for the show, he turns it up to 11 when he can, and I like that. And it's just like, yeah, he's a piece of shit, in his real life, and then he just turns it up when when he goes live. So he's in general just a piece of shit. Why would you like that? Why would you want to be around that person? Why would you want to, be a fan of that person?
Yeah.
Who's just a piece of shit? I thank God for Mango being in my life, because every time I bring up somebody, I'm like, yeah, I actually like this person. I've heard they're pretty nice. And she goes, well, actually, they're a gigantic piece of shit, and here's what they've done. And I'm like, oh, let me look at that. And she provides me with evidence of them being a piece of shit, which is why you, Juice, got called out for being a racist, because, well, you are a racist. And Dave is a racist, and that's part of the reason that you follow him, because you like racist shit. You also like all of the dumb shit that he says, and none of the shit that he says makes sense. So it just makes everybody, like the people on panel, think of you as a stupid person that can't actually articulate thoughts and think critically for yourself. So we don't have respect for you, but we do have the hope that you can actually get some critical thinking and be able to, turn it around. And if you want to argue that point, I, especially as all of these
all
these people, they know
us.
me.
Yeah.
These guys.
Also, Juice,
it's not jokes. He's a racist. Shut the hell up.
Yeah.
So if you want to argue that point, I am 100% available. You can at any point contact me at postalaguana@gmail.com, and we can have a conversation live or in the background. I am 100% down to do that. All you have to do is set up a time. Not one person that I've offered this to, other than Echovin, who is basically banned from everywhere because he's a turd and a troll, has taken me up on that, because, well, you don't have the guts to do it. And so if you want to do that, by all means, let's go ahead and do it. If you want to have that conversation, let's go ahead and do it. But you don't want to have that conversation. You just want to be in the chat, and you want to be a turd. And, honestly, dude's at Echovin levels of being an idiot. So I don't think it's wise for any of us to address them. It's not my channel. But at the same time,
it's not my channel either. The Juice Main, none of your jokes are things that push the envelope. They tear the envelope apart and soil the contents of said envelope onto the ground with the feces of racism and other isms that are fucking atrocious. So I'm sorry, my assessment of your behavior is you need work, a lot of work.
And I have a soiled envelope that I have to get out to Heon here in the morning.
Oh,
so
it seems like the people. It seems like the people in Jake's community are debating over my conversation. Oh boy! All right, well, perhaps doesn't seem to be anything negative, but just like over the ridiculous shit that Dave said, you know what I mean? But yeah, Jesus Christ, yeah. Well, all right, so I'll probably do a truncated version of that. We'll put it out on Underhaven Gold at some point. Juice, change your ways. That's all I'm gonna say.
We're not asking the fucking world of you, like Dave would tend to do. Yeah, we're just saying, dude, reassess your fucking behavior and try to be better. We're not Rome wasn't built in a fucking day, but goddamn, if you don't work on it, it's never gonna get done.
Yeah, I haven't seen all the fucking receipts for the questionable things that he's seen. I will say that the fact that he listens to the show pretty fucking frequently at least shows that he's at least willing to listen to different points of view. So perhaps that's a sign of something decent. We'll see. I suppose we'll see. Keep on watching, I suppose. But
Please do hit that like button as well.
Yeah.
Keep commenting. It helps the algorithm.
Oh my god.
But all of my leaders have always told me, and my drill sergeants, Juice Main. They didn't call me Juice Main, but
okay.
Unfuck yourself.
Precisely. Unfuck yourself.
Yeah. However you want to take that, go ahead. But yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dominate the conversation. So
it's okay.
No, you're good. You're good.
I typically do that because
I got to make a new outro, honestly, with this updated font. I really like how this font looks. See how it's like gold, but it's got like the really pretty it
shines.
It's pretty nice
it's
font.
Pretty.
Thank you.
You got some good.
Thank you to Hyun for the actual font itself, but
not a problem.
Yeah, I appreciate that. All right. So thank you everybody for watching. Drop a like if you like this shit. Check out the people down below. Check out Mango's links as well, as always. If you can help out the lovely lady, she goes through a lot. She's a great mama. If you can help her out, much appreciated. And check out the channels of everybody here on panel, especially Hyun's channel, which is going to be having content on it really fucking soon. So
yes,
go and
projected date 2/29. If I can get all my if I can get all my ducks in a row, we'll start doing occasional streams. Yeah,
hell yeah.
February of 2029.
Shut up, Lizard.
All right. Good night, everybody. Have a good evening, and as always, folks, stay toasty.
Bye. Night, everybody.